Hello and welcome. My name's Sam and this is the Little Greenhouse Creates. Thank you for joining me today and welcome to our first stamp set for this week. Ready, set, go. It's this beautiful stamp set, 10 images. You've got 2 racing cars, flag, cone, and then you've got a speed line. You've got some checkers and then you've got sentiments. Zoom, ready, set, go. Happy birthday and welcome to the team. So ideal for children's cards or even male cards or even cards for those that love racing. Perfect stamp set. It's a standalone stamp set, so it's just this with the 10 images. So let's bring in our first card for this week. And it's this one here that we're going to create. So as you can see, I've just done the racing car, we've got the happy birthday, ready, set, go, and then I've got the background which has been stamped. So I'll bring in my supplies. So the first thing I have got is a piece of Secret C. Yes, always remember, Secret C. This measures 8 inches by 5 3/4, and I've scored it at the 4-inch mark. I have a piece of Granny Apple Green. This now measures 3 3/4 by 5 1/2, and I have an identical piece of white for inside, and then I have a strip of white which is 2 inches by 5 1/2. So as usual, we're going to start with the stamping. So let's do the inside first. I'm just going to put the racing car down here in the bottom left hand corner, and I'm going to stamp it up in Memento ink. Let's just it's any better that way. Might be. There we go. Right. Hold it down. There we go. So we've got the racing car on that, so we can put that aside. I'm going to bring in my sidewards racing car and the markings on the road. So let's do that. I might need to bring this one to here this time. Yeah. So I'm going to put that down quite low down the bottom here. There we go. And then the racing car just above it. There we go. And that will just sit just there. Perfect. And then I'm going to bring in my checkered flag, but I'm going to need to work out where it's going to go. And I'm going to stamp that this time in the Secret C. Okay. So what I'm going to work out is I need to make sure that I can get it top and bottom. So it needs to go up a touch. I can get it there and I can get it there. Right, so I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to put one in the top left hand corner, one in the right hand corner, and one in the middle. And then down the bottom I'm going to put one, so it's just there. And then I'm going to do the same there. So that's quite quick and easy. So the only thing left to do is to colour that in. So bear with me for a second. I'm going to use the light Secret C on the tyres. The Granny Apple Green is going to be the main body of the car, and I've also got a dark flirty flamingo. So let's swap that over. As you can see, I've already done that one. And then I can just put the sentiments in. So I've got the happy birthday, which is going to go over here. Lovely. And then I'm going to try and fit the ready, set, go just here. Perfect. Look at that. And now we can layer that onto here. So it's actually a very quick card for a Monday. It goes on there. I'm going to use my multi-purpose. Now you could put this up on dimensionals if you wanted to, but I'm actually just going to use the multi-purpose for today. And I'm just going to make sure there's enough space top and bottom so that we're not crushing the flags. Okay, so that's good to go. We can now bring in the Secret C. I'm going to burnish that with my bone folder. Layer that on the top like so, again with the multi-purpose. We've got the racing green there, and then open it up and we can pop the inside layer on. I think the racing green for the English was a lot darker. There we go. And as you can see, a very quick and easy card for a Monday. Let's bring the other one in. So thank you ever so much for joining me today. We will be back on Wednesday with our second card. So do join me then, but stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.